How's it going, guys? Bring Your Platoon here, and welcome back to another great game in World of Tanks Xbox One Edition. If you hear water sounds in the background, it's because I'm getting air bubbles out of my fish tank because I just cleaned it. And if you hear wind sounds, that's my fan going back and forth because it is currently 82 degrees in New York with some fucking humidity issues. So, that's fun. Smart little me decided that it was time to take out the air conditioner when it was a perfect 70 degrees for a week straight, but good old climate change and season changes, and it's not great. Anyway, playing the M48 Patton, a tier 10 American medium tank, and probably one of the best medium tanks in the game, simply because ever since the Commander's Hatch has been remodeled, it is hard as shit to hit from a distance, and people can still premium through this thing's turret with heat if they don't hit the mantlet. And if you do hit the mantlet, well, you better be praying that you're actually using APCR rounds, otherwise it will get absorbed by the spaced armor and you won't go through it. But yes, it is one of the better medium tanks out there. You got 9 degrees of gun depression. I keep saying 10 degrees in videos because that's just what it feels like it has, but 9 degrees is plenty, clearly. And today we're going to have a good game. Pretty great game, actually. Not exceeding 10,000 damage combined, but still pretty damn good, especially considering it's a city map and I'm doing everything I can to make this tank work for me right here. So, Centurion Action X immediately goes to the rubble in what looks like F5 or 6. Good for him. He's going to use his gun depression just like I am in this field. I think I take a blind shot at this light tank, but I do believe that does not fly true. Or he's just undetected it and it was a lucky blind shot that I was attempting. I know that I can pierce through that Centurion Action X's turret with heat with relative ease, but I really want this fucking light tank to pop out so I can put a good shot into him. I don't know what the bat chat was trying to do there, but not too smart of a player, obviously. I don't think the Action X can hit me from where I am, so I take a good old shot into the Conqueror, track penning him in the same time. And what's this guy doing? Super Conqueror gets Death Starred. Good plan there, guy. Well done. He got outskilled by the Hesh rounds, so I'm just going to put another free shot into the Conqueror, killing him for a little above average roll of 400 damage instead of the standard 390. The equipment loadout I use for this game, and just this tank in general, I put on optics, vertical stabilizer, and a gun rammer. Optics plus premium consumables make this tank's already base 420 base view range pretty aidsy in a good way. A lot of people will not be out detecting you, and it's a good plan overall because then you can just net more spotting damage. It's just a good move to do. Or you can just put on vertical stabilizer, vents, and a gun rammer. Either equipment loadout works perfectly well. And now we're going to deal with an E5, and oh no, I bounced in another round. How crazy of me. Just kidding. I don't know how that one didn't go through. Maybe I shot a little high with my 268 average pen for the standard APCR that this thing gets. And then I do believe it's 330 or 340 heat round pen. So, also good. But yeah, love this tank. The only downside to it is once you aim around like near the rear sides and the ass end, your gun depression goes from like 9 degrees to something else that's not great. And I try to get a little cheeky move on this Centurion Action X. The other guy does what I wanted to do, and clearly the Centurion, yeah, and his fucking head blows off. Did I forget to mention that? I think I did. Good for him. Good for me. I took a little bit of damage there from the fall, but it was well worth it in the end, considering we dealt with not 1 but 2 tanks, and now it's kind of more of a assured win than it was before, so that's good. And we got a Bulldog. What do? I fucking put a shot into him. Good on me. And this thing shooting on the move is hilariously accurate. Not as accurate as the Tier 9 or Tier 10 Conqueror, but yeah, well, I guess the tier 9 is the regular Conqueror and the tier 10 is the super Conqueror, but yeah, it's not in those levels, but it's still pretty damn good, if I am to say so myself. The gun, I thought it was a lot more accurate than it was, but on console it says it's .36 accuracy, which is weird because the E5 is .35 accuracy, I guess. It's the weirdest thing. And then, of course, I'm going to deal with one of the most overpowered frontally tier 10 Russian tank destroyers in the game. I put a track shot into him just to stop him from moving. I'm pretty sure it's not a guaranteed thing for him to heat through me, so I'm just going to go for the easy shot on the hatch, and it does hit where I need it to, so that's awesome. And even the hatch is like 270 millimeters of protection, I believe, possibly even more. I could be wrong though, but yeah, I bounce off of him with heat there. That was pretty disappointing, but he turns just enough for me to overmatch his side, and there it is. Not overmatch, but just use the penetration to go through with heat. But yeah, this is a great game. Can't really recommend this tank line enough. The tier 8 Pershing is pretty subpar for armor-wise, just because, ooh, it gets 400 view range, but your turret is ass, and so is your chassis, as far as armor goes. And you only get a 90mm on it, so that's pretty ass. Pretty foolish of me to rush this T-57 Heavy. Was pretty hell-bent on just accepting my fate here, but luckily, he was stupid enough not to reload his rounds, as he only had 2 in the chamber, and now he's going to die because he's an idiot. So even with the damage that I had up to this moment, would have been plenty. I think I was at like 5,000 something with 1,300 spotting damage. Not bad at all. And there's another one of me, an M48 Patton, just took out our ELC even 90. So sad story for him. I don't know what this guy's doing. I biff an easy shot into the building there. Was pretty disappointed in myself. And now it is only me and the medium tank behind me left. So we're going to finish this guy off. It's going to be a victory, and I'm going to have around 8,000 something combined damage in this game, and it's going to be hilarious. Do I get the finishing shot on this guy? I think I do. Why am I loading heat? Because this is why. As soon as he gets hull down, it's like, yeah, whatever. I'm just going to heat right through you. And then for some reason that one doesn't go through. I was actually shooting a little too close to the mantlet there. You want to aim a little bit more to the left than I did to get the quote-unquote weak spot of the Patton's turret. But nevertheless, I get the finishing blow, and I get 8,350 damage combined. And I upload these games in a very weird manner. I never upload them, like, in order. So that's why you're going to see, like, the Stage 4 Chisel contract in one game, and then, oh, I actually make it to 8,400 damage combined. Cool. But, yeah, that's the game. It's over. Hope you guys enjoyed the gameplay. Love the tank. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you next time.